Okay, let's take a look. Hands are looking alright, but they're a bit dense. You smoothed it an extra level for some reason. Don't do that. Um, I don't know if you. Yeah, like here's this thing here. If I select that and delete it, is that. Yeah. See, it looks the same, but it's just not as dense. So you should not keep smoothing things like that. Um, this has got some. Could have used a little more shape. The arm gets really wide here. There's no distinction between the forearm and the bicep and the shoulder and stuff, so you might want to try and get some shapes in there. The Yeah, there's a real. This is I've never seen anything like this. This is kind of a real mess here. All these crazy triangle edges. Um, that's not very good. I wonder if those would be easy to take out. Oh gosh, I'd just go around. I would take all those out and then rebuild that. And same around this nose. I'm just wondering how you ended up doing that. And there's a similar thing around here. I've never seen that before. The hair is looking kind of weird in the back here. Very kind of stretched out. You might want to try and shape that a little bit. It's kind of uneven. And then there's these two patches here. I'm not sure what that's meant to be, but they look very odd on the head. Um, and the this is all messed up as well. This geometry here got really kind of damaged and misshapen, and it doesn't fit the eyeball at all either. Also, your eyeballs need to be spheres. They can't be egg-shaped. You have to leave them as default spheres because, look what happens when you rotate it. It like pokes through, and I mean, you can't. You need it to be spherical to rotate it. So put in a spherical eye. Get rid of these edges. I would do the head over again because it's kind of a big mess. I would just start it over. If you want a stock model to proceed with, we can do that. And everything's been over smoothed for some reason. You shouldn't just smooth just to smooth stuff. Um, Anyways, let's look at the UV maps. This is overlapping the 0 to 1 space. So if I just do Control L, it'll fit it in there. But you might want to move them around to get them. First of all, I might scale them in a little bit just to make sure they're just in that space. But then I like to, take each of these and, straighten it out nicely and get everything neat and organized and straight and all that kind of stuff. So, clean up your, obviously spending more time on it than I am just here, but, clean these up so they're nice and neat and organized. That's kind of a weird shape, that one. What is that? Oh. Maybe you meant to cut all the way through here and you just missed this one edge or two edges. Shift X to cut those and then UV shell and select these two and unfold again and then lay those out. Yeah, that'll be better with that cut in there. Something got very distorted here, as you can see from the checker. Let's just try unfolding again. Control U, Control U, Control L. Okay, that's already better. So just unfold again, and again organize these shells. That's got a lot of cuts, and all of this is a whole mess here. And I'm wondering, is that because there's a problem with the surface, or did you just not really UV map that properly? Nope, there's problems with the surface. There's like holes in the surface and stuff. Yeah, you can tell when you put it in smooth preview. And look at all these little tiny pieces. So that's a big mess. again, this is the kind of thing I would just rebuild instead of trying to tear apart the model and put it back together. But we can give it a quick try. What I might try is Control F9 will convert to vertices, and then do Edit Mesh Merge options and merge it with a distance of 0.001, and then do UV planar. That didn't even work. Let me just make sure everything's unpinned. See if it lets me do it now. Okay. Okay, that got rid of those cuts, I guess, but there's still a bunch of weird cuts up here, which is betraying some pretty significant problems with the model. So again, I think you'd have an easier time rebuilding this than trying to sort out. Yeah, and then there's some other weird stuff going on in the heel, and yeah. So I would say either you should rebuild the shoes and the face head, and then kind of touch up the shape of the body, or if you want, I can give you a stock model to move forward with, just so you have a good working model to do the next step. So you just let me know which you prefer.